I'm standing just steps away from the iconic restaurant row at the Marshwalk in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. Picture this: beautiful beaches just minutes away, a charming small town vibe, and some of the freshest seafood you will ever taste. All just a short drive from Myrtle Beach. So why is everyone talking about Murrells Inlet? Let's dive into what makes this coastal community so irresistible. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're considering moving to South Carolina, you've probably already heard the name Murrells Inlet. But what is it that makes this peaceful little town so appealing to so many people? In today's video, I'm gonna walk you through what makes Murrells Inlet, South Carolina so special, from the incredible food scene to the amazing waterfront living. Stick around because Murrells Inlet might just be your next home. What I always like to do is start out zoomed so that you can get a lay of the land. Up here to the north, or the top right side of your screen, is going to be the North Carolina, South Carolina line. And we have the city of Little River up here, the city of North Myrtle Beach, and all of the neighborhoods associated with it. As we move further south, we have the city of Myrtle Beach right here. South of Myrtle Beach, we have Surfside Beach in here, Garden City Beach and Garden City here, Murrells Inlet to the south of that, and then the Pawleys Island Litchfield area down here. So zooming into the Murrells Inlet area here, there are a couple of roads that I would like to familiarize you with. The first is going to be 17. So 17 on the south end, and on the north end is going to be just US 17. On the south end, when we're talking about in the Murrells Inlet area, right after the entrance to Murrells Inlet, it is going to split between 17 bypass as it continues to go straight, and 17 business that comes off to the right here, just east of 17. 17 bypass is going to be the fastest way to get north and south in our area. 17 business is going to have more stoplights and a little bit more of the local shopping, a little bit more of the local restaurants, and is going to be closer to the ocean. As I take you up north into our area, you can see 17 bypass here, 17 business here. It stays split, goes around the mall, goes around Market Common. Here's Myrtle Beach International Airport, 17 bypass, 17 business. And then as we continue to move up, here is the city of Myrtle Beach, 44th Avenue North. And then once we get towards the top end of Myrtle Beach by roughly the Dunes area, it is going to converge again into 17. So again, we have a 17 bypass and 17 business. And Murrells Inlet is where that starts or ends. So scrolling back down here to the Murrells Inlet area. All right, another road that I want to familiarize you with is going to be Waccamaw Drive. This is the end of the peninsula here in Murrells Inlet, kind of the beginning of the inlet. And remember, this inlet does not connect directly to the intracoastal waterway. There's two places that happens. One is going to be down here in Georgetown, right here. And the other is going to be all the way in the north section in Little River, right before the North Carolina, South Carolina line. And this is where the intracoastal is going to meet. But Murrells Inlet, while it appears while you're there, actually connects to the intracoastal waterway. It actually does not. So South Waccamaw Drive here, there is a home here that I am going to put down in the description that I'm going to talk a little bit about in the video, which is currently for sale and is absolutely magnificent, with views of both the Atlantic and the inlet itself. And it's an actual, a beautiful, beautiful place. So as we move further north, we go, there's going to be houses and condos on South Waccamaw Drive. The speed limit is going to be a little bit lower, 25 miles an hour. There typically are going to be slower traffic and even some golf carts driving down Waccamaw Drive. So it's a beautiful drive, but it can be, you just need to make sure you allow a little bit of extra time because the traffic does move relatively slow here. And as we continue to move further north, we get into Garden City, and then Waccamaw Drive actually becomes Ocean Boulevard. All right, another road that I want to familiarize you with is going to be Wachesaw Boulevard. So Wachesaw Boulevard is going to start or end here at 17 Business and is going to travel northwest and take you all the way to the Intracoastal Waterway. There is an actual marina over here called Walkawachi Marina. We've rented some boats at this location, and it's an absolutely wonderful marina. Beautiful to go down and visit. So this is a way that you can get east and west relatively quickly. And Walkawachi is going to take you down to 17 Business, just south of the Marshwalk area. All right, another road that I want to familiarize you with is going to be Route 707. So 707, actually, believe it or not, until preparing for this video, I thought 707 actually ended here at 17 Bypass, but it doesn't. It actually carries over, called Sunnyside Drive here, but still referred to as 707, and it actually ends here at 17 Business, just north of the Marshwalk here. 707 is going to take you from the old back gate where the Air Force Base used to be here. As I continue to take you north, 707, following 707 through Socastee, and becomes Faro Parkway here at 17 Bypass. And then Faro, this used to be the old Air Force Base right here, which is now Market Common. So 707 is a main road that can take you all the way from the north end, kind of curves around to the west. A lot of the local shopping, if you will, for especially grocery stores is going to be on 707. We have a Lowe's Foods that's over here that's newer. We have a Publix that is very new as well. And then we take 707. This here at 707 and 17 Bypass can be a very busy intersection, especially during rush hours in the morning, in the evening. There is a stoplight here, and 707 is a highly traveled road, as is 17 Bypass. So you can expect some delays for sure during the busier commute times on this road. All right, another road that I would like to familiarize you with is going to be Atlantic Avenue. So Atlantic Avenue is just north of Murrells Inlet in Garden City, but Atlantic Avenue is the road, the main road that takes people from 17 Business to Waccamaw Drive that I was talking about earlier. So this road can also be a little bit congested, especially as you get towards 17 Business down here. And then as you're at the Garden City Pier or Pavilion down here, things can be a little bit congested here as well. But all of the traffic that is coming down from this whole south section of Murrells Inlet only has one way to go. So this is the one road. So the people that live all the way down here at the end
of the peninsula have to take this road up, and their fastest way to get west or to get north is going to be here on Atlantic. All right, now let's talk about some of the wonderful food that we have down here in Murrells Inlet. We have a number of wonderful restaurants and bars: Drunken Jack's, Dead Dog Saloon, Wicked Tuna. All of these restaurants have great food and typically will have some entertainment. So they will have some local bands as well as some regional bands that come here a lot. Extremely talented folks, and you can have a really great meal and some wonderful free entertainment coming down here to the inlet. Down here, you also have the marshwalk, where you can actually walk out and get a better view of the marsh. And then to the south, we're going to have Huntington Beach State Park, which is going to be down here, which is a great place to visit. A little bit to the northwest of there, we have Brook Green Gardens, which is absolutely a wonderful place to go year-round. Summertime, spring, fall. In the wintertime, they have an absolutely wonderful light show. From Brook Green Gardens, there's another place I'm going to talk about in this video, which is going to be out here at the Waccamaw National Wildlife Refuge, which is about a 57 minute to an hour drive. You take 17 south into Georgetown and then take 701 north. There is a wonderful place where you can enjoy nature and wildlife. All right, coming back a little bit closer to town, we are going to talk about some golf courses for those of you who like to golf. We have a bunch of different golf courses down here, starting with the Blackmore course, which is going to be down here off of 707. I also like to point out while I am down here that the Horry County, Georgetown County line off of 707 is roughly here. So once you are here, you're in the 29588 zip code or the Socastee area, south end of Myrtle Beach. And then as you continue to drive further south on 707, right around here is when you switch into Georgetown County. And you come down here and you are going to get to the Blackmore Golf Course, which is an absolute wonderful golf course for those of you who golf. As we make it a little bit further south, we are going to get to TPC Boulevard, which is going to be, again, around where all of the newer grocery stores are for this area. And then the last course that we're going to talk about is going to be a little bit further on the south end, which is going to be closer to the Pawleys Island Litchfield area, and is going to be Caledonia Golf Course down here to the south. Again, you're going to take 17, and this is going to take you out there. All right, lastly, I'd like to touch on the hospitals. Right here is going to be Tidelands Waccamaw Hospital. And then as we move further north, again, we have the Myrtle Beach International Airport. And then lastly, as we move a little bit even further north, we have the Grand Strand Regional Medical Center, which is going to be our level 1 trauma center for the area.
If you're dreaming of a coastal lifestyle, Murrells Inlet may just be the place to be. It's this hidden gem right outside of Myrtle Beach that offers the perfect balance of being close to the ocean while still maintaining that peaceful small town charm. The vibe here is laid back, and it's perfect for anyone who wants to enjoy the beauty of living near the water without all of the commotion of city life. We've got these gorgeous waterfront views, quiet streets, and friendly neighbors. People really take pride in their community here as well. Whether it's taking a stroll along the marshwalk, enjoying a sunset by the inlet, playing a round of golf on one of the area's unbelievable courses, or simply sipping coffee at your local cafe, you'll quickly see why this place is attracting so many people looking for a slower pace of life. And let's be real, having the beach just a short drive away is definitely a big win. One of the reasons people are flocking to Murrells Inlet is because of the affordable cost of living here. Compared to other areas along the Grand Strand or further south in Charleston, Murrells Inlet is relatively affordable, especially when it comes to real estate. You'll find homes here at a fraction of the price you'd pay for a similar property in more urban areas. Whether you're looking for a charming older home or a brand new home, there's something for every budget. While new construction isn't as plentiful here in Murrells Inlet, there still are some new home options available. As of the end of July 2025, the median single-family home sale price here in Murrells Inlet is $490,000, with the lowest sales price being at $170,000 and the highest coming in at $5.6 million. This particular home is at the very tip of the inlet and shows like something you would see in a luxury magazine or on a TV special. On just under 1 acre of oceanfront land with a water view on 3 sides, 8,700 square feet with 10 bedrooms and 12 baths. I'll put a link down in the description so that you can see this amazing home and dream a little bit with me. As for the condo market, through the end of July 2025, the median sales price is $299,000, with the lowest sales price at $92,000 and the highest coming in at $840,000. Now, this beauty is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath condo with 1,800 square feet and is on the 8th floor with stunning views of the ocean and beach. I'll also leave a link for this beautiful condo in the description below for you. The median home price for Murrells Inlet is very reasonable for all the benefits of the community, especially for a coastal community. You can find a nice, spacious home in the $300,000 to $400,000 range, which is incredible when you consider the lifestyle and proximity to the beach. You can definitely spend some additional money if your needs or desires are a little bit larger or more upscale. Plus, property taxes in our area are definitely lower than in bigger cities, so you'll have more money to spend on enjoying everything this area has to offer, and less on paying a mortgage payment and taxes every month, like I remember from my days back in Chicago. One of the standout features of Murrells Inlet is the stunning natural beauty that surrounds it, and Brook Green Gardens is a perfect example of that. This incredible 9,100-acre garden is not just about flowers, it's an art and nature lover's dream. Brook Green is home to one of the largest collections of outdoor sculptures in the country, set within lush gardens and serene marshlands. Whether you're strolling through the beautiful butterfly gardens or exploring the many walking trails, there's always something to marvel at. In addition to its beauty, Brook Green Gardens also offers a wildlife preserve where you can see native animals like river otters, deer, and birds of prey up close. If you have not seen it, it is a wonderful spot for anyone who enjoys a mix of nature, art, and wildlife all in one place. And after you've explored Brook Green Gardens, you can take about an hour drive to the Waccamaw National Wildlife Refuge, which is another fantastic spot for outdoor enthusiasts. With its miles of scenic trails, kayaking, and the chance to see rare wildlife, this refuge is a perfect complement to Brook Green's lush garden-filled landscape. And for all of my golfers, Murrells Inlet is a golfer's paradise. You've got some incredible courses right nearby, like Caledonia Golf and Fish Club, known for its stunning low country setting and challenging layout. Then there's Blackmore's Golf Club, offering a little bit more laid back, but still a beautiful course, perfect for golfers of all skill levels. And don't forget TPC Myrtle Beach, a premier golf destination that hosts some of the best tournaments in the area and provides an exceptional experience for any golfer. So whether you're hitting the trails, paddling down the river, or teeing off with some friends at one of the amazing courses, Murrells Inlet offers the perfect balance of outdoor adventure and relaxation. Now let's switch gears and talk about food. If you love seafood, you are going to feel like you've hit the jackpot. Murrells Inlet is known as the seafood capital of South Carolina, and there is no shortage of fantastic restaurants serving fresh catches. The Marshwalk is one of the most iconic spots in town, where you'll find a row of restaurants with beautiful water views. Whether you're in the mood for a casual seafood dinner or an upscale dining experience, you are covered here. Plus, there's always something going on in Murrells Inlet, whether it's a local festival, a farmer's market, or a live music event. The community really embraces the laid-back vibe with plenty of opportunities to enjoy good food, great company, and the best coastal views you could ask for. So as with any great thing, it can't be all sunshine and rainbows. So here's a few cons of Murrells Inlet that I would like to talk about. While the vibe here is fantastic if you're looking for peace and quiet, if you're someone who loves a vibrant nightlife scene, most of Murrells Inlet might not be for you. There are definitely some bars and restaurants like on the marshwalk with live music, but compared to nearby Myrtle Beach and some other spots like North Myrtle Beach or Little River, it's definitely on the quieter side of things overall. But many people actually prefer this lower key atmosphere. It's the kind of place where you can enjoy a night out with great food, a drink, and some great live music. Another thing to keep in mind is the limited public transportation in the area. Murrells Inlet is very much a car-dependent community. If you're used to living in a city where you can rely on buses, subways, or ride-sharing, you might find it a little bit more difficult to get around here without your own vehicle. That said, most people who live here do so because they want that small-town rural feel. So owning a car is just a part of the lifestyle. It's definitely worth considering if you're planning on relocating here, especially if you're used to a more walkable or more transit-friendly area. Now, down on the marshwalk, it is a little different, as once you get there, you can walk between many of the bars and restaurants, which makes things a little bit easier. All right, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The summers here can be hot and humid. The weather is absolutely beautiful overall, and don't get me wrong, but from June to August, you'll experience that typical southern humidity that can make the air feel thick and heavy. It's not for everyone, especially if you're not used to hot summers, and it may take a little while to adapt. Now, the beach breeze definitely does help. It is something to consider. My family and I typically treat the super hot days here like snow days or super cold days back home when we would just stay inside. Only go out if we have to, or even better yet, make these days pool days or beach days when you can be in the water to help keep you cool. The extra great news is the rest of the year is wonderful. Mild winters and unbelievable spring and fall seasons. I'll take the weather here versus Chicagoland or many other places in the United States. If you've never dealt with hurricanes before, it's something that you'll want to plan for. For us, it hasn't really been that bad at all. In the 12 years that we've lived here, I don't think we've had a really bad hurricane like the ones that I've seen hit Florida, Texas, or Louisiana. For the most part, we get some bands of rain for a couple of days with some sustained winds and gusts and some storm surge for folks that live directly on the coast, but it hasn't been too bad for us, knock on wood. Nonetheless, there is always a possibility of these stronger storms in our area over time. Murrells Inlet is a smaller town, which means that you won't find all of the big box stores and supermalls that you may be used to in the larger cities. While there are plenty of local businesses and charming shops, if you're someone who loves the convenience of being near everything, you might find yourself making regular trips to Myrtle Beach for your larger shopping needs. Now, I'm not saying that there's a shortage of things to do, it's just that the amenities in Murrells Inlet are a bit more limited compared to bigger cities. That's why it's important to make sure this kind of slower pace and local lifestyle in our area is something that you're comfortable with. Coming from a much bigger city myself, this is something that took a little bit of time to get used to, not gonna lie. The North doesn't go way easy, at least it didn't for us, but at this point, my family and I absolutely love the pace and wouldn't trade it for the world. Murrells Inlet may just be the coastal escape that you've been looking for. From its scenic beauty to its small town charm, it's easy to see why so many are calling it home. If you're ready to take the next step or just want to know more about the area, please don't hesitate to get in touch. I am here to help you with all your relocation questions. If you would, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and let me know what area you'd like me to cover next. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.